Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we are playing through Marvel Champions. But before we get started, you probably noticed something different on your screen. That's the internet. You also, Terence, I don't know if you can see this. Well, probably not, but I've got a new glass in my hand too. It's a One Stop Co-op Shop glass, which I think is pretty cool. So these are new things that I just added to the merch store along with water bottle. And we got the old mugs as well, plus like shirts like the one I'm wearing. So the only reason I'm bringing this up is it's about to be convention time, and we'd love people to represent. So just kind of showing you a smattering of what's on here. Also, if you like some of the logos, but it's not on something you like, or you'd like us to customize something, let me know. I will happily do that for you. So I personally like these black and white ones with the One Stop Co-op Shop on the back. But yeah, no, they're all... this is all, from what I know, decent quality. So I did put a link in the show notes, and they're also in the discussion. But this is not about shilling, Terence. This is about playing.
Nice.
Look, I figured I've never once talked about our merch store before, so I thought I'd give it a, let people see what we got.
Nice.
So what have you been up to, man?
I have just, another day of work, or another week of work, rather. Or I guess day short of a week. Been playing around with Wasp a little, losing the Klaw,
Losing
usual.
regularly? Oh, so this is what you brought out to me?
Oh, that was just literally the first card on the top of the deck
Nice.
after it was shuffled.
All right. Well, so we are doing Ant-Man and Wasp. We are going to play against what we played against last week, which was Klaw with the... Anachronauts. Or Anachronauts.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal, as Brant has said, a pretty brutal modular set that definitely ups the difficulty on, I think, any villain you put them in.
All right, so I don't want Giant Stomp turn one. Resize seems pretty good, though. I mean, it's basically a free damage, right? Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Well, it's a free card.
Well, that's what
right?
I'm saying.
You
It's a
can
free
draw, so you
damage
can replace
and lets
it.
me go deeper into my deck. Huh. Well, maybe I do keep Giant Stomp to try to kill Terminix turn one.
Do you need me to kill her now?
I mean, oh, you have stuff to kill her turn? I have other stuff to kill her turn one, too, potentially. But, all right, we'll see. We'll see what I draw. Risk Gauntlet's not going to do it, but I don't mind getting that turn one. That is for sure.
Are you not building around Giant Strength? Is that not?
No, I did not build around Giant
Or
Strength.
that's just like a... Okay.
How do you build around Giant Strength, Terrence?
Wait,
that is a real question. I'm not kidding. So...
I mean, Giant Strength is when you turn to Giant form, you get plus
right,
one
just for
attack,
one
right?
turn, though. So it's one, maybe two attacks if you get lucky.
Yeah. But I mean, that allows him, at two of those, that's hitting for 5, right? Which is two
Actually,
of those.
you're right. I should have kept Giant Strength. So I'm going to cheat, put this Hive Mind back on top, keep Giant Strength. Because I forgot I attacked for 3 on Giant size. Plus 1 is 4. Plus when I go to that side, that's 5. I can kill Terminix with that on turn 1. So I'm going to leave that on top because that's clearly not a card I want. And I'm about to draw it in 2 seconds anyway, right?
Right, and then you get to flip down, right?
To tiny form. And then, well, the problem is I'm not going to be able to get rid of...
Yeah, Mike. One question with your hand, with your double resources, is what are you using to pay for Giant Strength? Like crew quarters, like is that?
Yeah, probably crew quarters. Crew quarters is probably the one thing I don't need in this deck. But we'll see what I get with resize also, right? Because that might be the thing.
Well, you have to. I
think I'm going tiny first,
or do you flip into Giant first?
Then flip into big, because big has better defense, right? And that way I could flip to tiny to help us with removing this stuff.
But tiny has larger hand size.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
So maybe you're right. Well, no, then I do crew quarters. I think you're right. Well, anyway, we got some people in the chat. Steven Johnson says, "Good evening, fellas. Just got done playing Ebony. Nice. Oh, by the way, I guess we should mention this. a lot of people we've been talking to, a lot have ordered from Europe now. And
are you one of those people?
I'm not. I'm going to wait till it's in the States. Although, so I know my normal thing is I don't play anything unless it's here. But this one, I mean, guys, you know I'm buying it, right? So I'm not going to feel guilty about playing it a little bit early. So they do, though, have it implemented in the mod right now. Now, it's still a little weird with how you do, like, villains and stuff. You have to do 1-player, 2-player, 3-player bags. That's where it was all messing up with us in the past when we tried to do it. But they've definitely implemented this stuff. So,
is the stuff up here in the top right?
So if you want to play the campaign, it is now available to play. So Mad Titan Shadow. But I know a lot of people are ordering from overseas. Good luck, super fun matchup, says Brant. Yes. So Brant from Step Into the Portal. I feel like I own about 500 more of those, so we're going to keep going with it. He tells us good luck. Steven says ordering from UK was great. After watching last week, I tried this scenario module. Very tough and fun, says Steven. Successful Geek says happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. And Veridin says giant strength Moxie ready effects you can hit for a bunch on a flip. Yeah. I mean, I'm still not sold on giant strength. It's +1 for 1 turn. I mean, obviously it's better than nothing, but
you say like it's +1 for 1 turn, but you're like in theory flipping like almost every turn.
No. I'm not saying. Well, and it also is after you change.
And it's a permanent, right?
No, it's till the end of the turn, dude.
It's an upgrade. Yeah, but it's like a permanent. It's like not an event. You're playing 1 for the rest of the game to get this ability.
Wait, why do you keep saying the rest of the game? It's till the end of the turn.
It's an upgrade, so it stays in play. We have this conversation every time, dude. Do you think it's an event?
Oh my goodness!
It stays in play.
You're right. I always think it's an event.
I feel like we have this every time we talk about Ant-Man. You think it's like, giant strength, not so good. I'm just like, are you crazy,
my
man?
Goodness!
Like, it's delayed for the entire game.
I'm such an idiot. You're right. You've told me this about a bazillion times, and I always think I'm like, it's just for 1 second. No, it's not for 1 second. All right. So, who's the big dummy here? We know it's me. No, that's not very smart. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Turn 1.
You got to put it on play if you want to.
So I'm gonna do crew quarters.
You can do your tiny.
Put it out. Man, you're right. Because I'm always like, why would I want? I never ever play that card, by the way, and I don't know why. Because you always tell me that's what it does, and I always mess it up. All right, so when I go to Ant-Man form, I deal 1 damage to an enemy. We know it's going to be to Terminatrix. And then I'm going to do 4 more to Terminatrix. Oh, you don't need all that. Get out of there. She's out of here. All right, so then, I'm an idiot. We are all now dumber for hearing me try to explain why I don't think that card is very good. I'm going to go...
I'm always confused when we have this discussion, by the way, because I think you learn every time, and apparently I'm wrong every time.
I never learn. Actually, Hive Mind's not terrible right now that I look at it. I can remove 2. I mean, we're trying to get rid of this, though, right? I could Hive Mind and then Gauntlets, or I could Gauntlets and Confuse. What's your vote? So, because Gauntlets are, when I'm in tiny form, I could spend this double energy here to Confuse. And then I'd leave Genius in my hand if I do Gauntlets also. If I do Hive Mind, I spend everything.
I mean, you don't need to remove the 2 for 2. That's like pretty bad if you'd rather have a bigger turn next turn.
So we'll do that. So I'll do this, put Risk Gauntlets in, use my Risk Gauntlets to Confuse.
I mean, I think we'll want that someday, soon.
There's nothing wrong with confusing. And then did I do 1 already? No, I did not. Oh, no, I didn't do 1 to him because I did 1 to that enemy. I did take 1 off of the Immortal Claw. I feel like that's the one we want to get rid of first. Unless you want me to work on Defense Network instead.
Okay. No, Immortal Claw.
All right, I'm done. And guess what, Terence? I'm going to build around this card. It's called Giant Strength. I don't know if you heard of it. It's really good because it stays in play. And every time I go to Giant form, I get +1 attack.
I don't know why that's so
I
confusing.
don't know either.
I, I feel like it's like burned into your brain that it just
Yeah,
can't be that good.
I
Like it can't be that good
I
for one
think that's
cost.
probably it because it is really good for one cost,
You're
but
like
I
in
literally never
denial.
play it, which is crazy. All right, so
Yeah.
remind me what I should have reminded everybody what mine does. All right, so when I go into standard form, I heal a damage. When I go into tiny form, I remove a threat. When I go into giant form, I deal a damage. So pretty easy with my basic stuff. So remind me what Wasp does.
So Wasp has girl or GIRL, and that's a lot of people like to build around, and it allows you to basically shuffle two mental cost cards back into your deck, so you can a lot of her best cards like Pinpoint Strike, for instance, that I've mulliganed is mental, and so you just get to pick two cards from your discard, shuffle them in, up to two. So if I only want to say not, and I want to keep my deck thinner, and I don't want these giant helps, I could
Got
just
it.
put Pinpoint Strike back in. So I could shuffle that. Her tiny side, basically anytime I defeat a minion, so that has to be me, so either like a basic or an upgrade effect, or like a basic attack or scheme, or thwart rather, or like an upgrade that helps me, or an event, right? Like an event is an
Right.
extension of myself. If I defeat a minion or side scheme, I just get to do an automatic one damage. It's not an attack, it's just a damage, so that gets past retaliate and all
Right.
those kind of things. And I think that also gets around guard because it's
Right.
not an attack.
Right, because it just says deal damage.
Yeah. And then giant form for Wasp, she has like the better stats, 223, so that's like pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's real good.
And then you can then divide like how many targets you want to hit for that thing. So obviously at 2 it's not very good, but you can see like rapid growth if you have this in your hand, which I do. That boosts either my attack or thwart up to 4
Nice.
with that +2. And I can obviously use that as well for defense. So if I am in tiny and I need to defend, I could play this as an interrupt since it's not an action to kind
Now
of do
yours
that
is
as
an
well.
event, I see.
Yes, is an event. So that's good in a pinch if you need to kind of defend there. And then but yeah, so like at 4 that becomes pretty good, and then I also have heroic intuition, which then with that would put that up to 5 for, as well as her helmet in
I just
giant
realized
form
I should have
gives you
put +1
forward,
attack
so
card in here for you as well, because that would have been good. I only have 1 in there.
that's fine. So like so the ability to like I could potentially attack for instance and remove top off
Nice.
of 2 enemies, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the neat stuff over there. And also allows you to basically just have a ridiculously large thwart value and feel okay with it. Like you're never over thwarting, right? Except if
Oh, so you could thwart
left.
this for 4. So if I had done anything more to it, you actually would have been able to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's fine.
So you're in normal form
Okay,
still.
so I'm gonna get back normal form. I'm going to use my energy, I think. I don't know if I care which resource to put out.
By the way,
Ironheart.
everybody in the chat has been telling me what an idiot I am. They're not using those exact words, but I feel the scorn in their voices. Brant says, it stays on the table!
Yeah.
There's no exclamation points or bolding. I added that myself. Successful Geek says, the effect is only till the end of the round, but the upgrade stays.
Like Successful Geek just got Marvel Champions like within the last month or so. I feel like
I tell you, knows it better than I do. Apparently, at this point, my Ant-Man knowledge is weak and wanting. He's one I always want to play more, and I never do. And so I'm glad I'm getting a chance to play him this week.
I feel like you have to do it until it's engraved in your head now. Just like you need to self-correct.
I'm okay with that. So Wasteland Sniper says, I'm here, fashionably late as usual. That's all right. All you missed was my shilling at the beginning for our great new one-stop co-op shop merch. It's going to be the shill episode. No, it won't be. You don't have to leave.
Nice. Cool. And I think with those two, I will put my genius in
Nice.
and striking. Those seem like good cards to want back.
Seems good.
All right. And then let's see. Do I go tiny? I have 4 for 1 tiny, right? Yeah.
The nice part
I
is
want to
you
go
have 5
giant
hand
here.
size either way.
Yeah, but my effects aren't as cool when I flip.
That's
I
true.
don't have that like need to flip as much.
Oh,
All right.
man. You have 2 things that would be great, but you can't play both of them. It's the negative. Oh, but you got 1 thwart here.
No.
Ho ho ho! There you go. You can clear the area, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I think I will. I think I do Ironheart for 1, and then I do my normal port. You think for 2?
Yep.
And then clear the area.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then put that in play, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't see what you drew.
Broken intuition.
Yes. I'm happy with your +1 thwarting. I mean, we've got lots of thwart, and he's confused. I feel pretty good about the thwart. I don't feel so good about getting my face punched in about half a second.
All right. But we both draw up to 5.
Yes.
So, like normal heroes.
I mean, it has been tough playing Hulk the last few weeks. Oh, I got team building exercise, which seems good. Oh, I have swarm tactics, by the way.
I also have swarm tactics,
that
by the
is
way.
awesome. Double swarm. So what you're saying is, oh, I can't even do it to mess you up. I was going to say I'm going to go to alter ego to mess you up, but I can't even do that. All right.
No, because I'll be first player. But I could spite you.
You could. Oh, and you get to ready your hero. Hey, that's really good for turns you play Giant Strength since it only lasts for 1 turn, where you can do it multiple times and ready. Never mind. Well, hold on. That would even stay then, because it says it stays till the end of my turn. So if I go back to tiny form, I can even hit harder in tiny form. I could be like 2 attack mini-me. Nice.
Yeah, and it's also there's no limit on it. So if you have resize, actually, you can resize. If you were able to resize multiple times to go back into giant, it would proc again. So if you had both of them out, you could get like +4 attack.
It seems good. I'm telling you, Terence, this Giant Strength thing, it's a thing. You haven't heard of it yet, but I'm telling you, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. People are going to know about it, and they're going to start talking about it. It's a whole new world. All right, so let's do the enemy turn. We only add 2. Ooh, he loses 10 life also, by the way. I mean, it is. It's like you hit him for 10, by getting rid of Immortal Claw, which seems good. All right, so he's confused, but he's not so confused that he can't attack me. I'm not going to block it. I'm going to take the 3 damage and be happy with that. Not really happy. Not really happy, Terence.
Let's see. Do I need to be ready and thwart here? Or do you think I should?
I mean, you do have Ironheart, right?
And leave Iron. Yeah, but I wonder if we should leave Ironheart around for like a rainy day.
That's up to you. I mean, we could definitely get rid of Defense Network. I don't know that we need to rush it, is the thing. I'm going to take 2 off just from... Oh, no, I'm taking only 1 off from flipping.
No, I will lay down the law and remove it.
All right. You do that.
I think I'm going to defend here because I don't have anything that requires me to be ready. And then if I'm in tiny, I'll appreciate the Ironheart, I think, more.
All right, so it's a boost of 3, 1 damage.
So I take 1.
Yep. All right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just not going to say anything. Ooh, Red Dreams. Give to you. Oh, so there's the negative. Discard each card with a printed
negative
mental
resource. That's literally my entire hand. That's what I get for
Ant-Man isn't gone.
Yeah, it's everyone at Ant-Man, but I can't.
Well, I know,
Ant-Man,
but
so.
I mean, I'm trying to make you feel better, Terence. Guess what? Remember how you said you could lay down the law? You know what you can't do when you discard everything and you're flipped? Can't lay down the law. Oh, but you can put 2 of them back in your deck. You got that going for you.
Yeah. Surge.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't.
He's dazed and confused for so long he can't. Something. All right. So let's see. Wasteland Sniper. All right. He wasn't talking to us on that. Mine's stuck in limbo somewhere between here and the UK. So Wasteland Sniper also got from the UK. Like I said, seems like everybody in our chat seems to be doing that. Genius, Spidey, Justice, Nick Fury, and Ironheart are all mental resource cards that are amazing with Girl. Lay down the law, says Brant. So Successful Geek says he's just got it because the rulebook is fresh in his head. And so I'm not as much of an idiot as Terence says I am. He didn't really say that part, but I'm going to add in. I've been shilling on the OS. Successful Geek says I've been shilling on the OSCS server, on the Quackalope server with people using asking about Marvel Champions. Nice. Everybody should be Marvel Champions bound.
Yeah. I think I just flipped to Giant probably.
And that's your turn?
I mean, yeah, what else am I doing?
Come on, you're not going to attack with Ironheart. Do you want me to take care of your weapons runner?
I wouldn't be sad about it, especially if you can overkill.
Wait, how can I... Oh, you're talking about with the hand cannon?
Yeah.
So if I hand cannon... I mean, am I not getting team building exercise? Is that what you're asking me to do here?
No, you...
Oh.
I don't care. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to overkill him, he's a good target. But if you're not, it's also fine.
I'll overkill. That's fine. So we'll do hand cannon here.
You should put team building,
well,
right?
But now I can't. I mean, I can hold it. There's that, right? So what we're saying is I should flip to Giant, and I'll attack using my hand cannon. So hand cannon, reminder, it's +2 and overkill. So I attack for 5, 6 because of my Giant strength. It's a card that I always use. So that's +4 here. So that's 4 overkill. 1, 2, 3, 4 overkill. And then, and when I flipped, I did 1 more damage. Badink. Don't forget about that. Then I'm going to use my Pim Particles to pay for Swarm Tactics. What does that do? Well, it heals me too because I'm in Giant form. So let's heal 1, 2. I flip to Tiny form over here, which is 1. And then I ready myself. But when I flip to Tiny form, I also remove a threat. And then I'm going to remove 2 more threat, I think. I thought about attacking because I got the +1 attack and it'd be funny, but nah. Terence, where were you that turn, buddy? I didn't feel the love tonight.
Dealing with
I got you.
What was it? Dealing with my red dreams because I was tortured as a teenager.
Is that a whatchamacallit reference? A Black Widow reference?
No, I mean the Red Room is the same one from Black Widow. But
did she go to the Red Room also? I didn't realize that. Oh,
yes.
I didn't know she was a widow as well.
Well, she's like she's not the Wasp you think she is from the MCU because it's not the same character. This is specifically Nadia Van Dyne versus Janet. So Nadia, I think, has that history, which is why the obligation.
It makes sense.
Obligation. You drew me nightmares.
Yes, I drew that for you. I helped you out, buddy, by drawing that for you. By the way, Successful Geek, giving you some props. He says, Terence has helped me a ton with your Marvel Champions knowledge, which is probably why you knew what Giant Strength did, and I still haven't figured it out. But I'm driving it in tonight by like messing with me my own self over and over. Now he's going to attack you. What do you want to do? Oh, well, I guess we should add 2 threat first.
I think I'm going to chump that because I do have making an entrance.
All right, let's do it. So that's 3 total plus the weapons runner comes into play because why wouldn't he?
All right, so I'll take the 1 there and then.
You good? I'm just going to take the punch to the face again and like it. That's not too bad. I keep getting 3. I mean, of all the numbers to get, 3 isn't the worst. I've certainly got 5 and 6. The times I've lost a Klaw has been because I've been drawn 5s and 6 twice on a turn. It's never great. Gotta be honest. But I just learned about this card called Giant Strength. Oh, I got my helmet too.
It's like now the stream will just remind you forever.
It's ridiculous. So I got team building exercise. I got my helmet, and I got surprise attack, and I got Avengers Mansion. This is the greatest and the worst hand ever.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
You always go for the
mansion, right?
You have to, but it's not great. I mean, I'm glad I have a double resource to go with it, but shoot, I could use that double resource to stun him, which would also be nice. All right, go ahead.
Really? Do I even have it? I don't.
What don't you have? You have Swarm Tactics.
Yeah.
So you exhausting yourself?
I'm gonna exhaust because I have Swarm Tactics.
Yeah.
Might as well, right?
Solid sound body attached to Klaw. Klaw gets retaliate 1. You can spend 1 of every resource to get rid of it. I feel like that's not going to happen right now. Do you want me to get rid of your dude again? By punching him in the face again?
I mean, I won't be sad about it.
All right.
I'm not planning on doing with him.
So I think I get rid of surprise attack, right? Which is...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going to get rid of Mansion and my double resource to put in this.
Yeah. So you holding... I assume you're holding team building.
Do I do that or do I play surprise attack?
That's up to you. How many do you have in your deck?
I think I have 3.
No, team building.
Yeah, I know. It's super good. Like, that's the hard part about it, right? I mean, the other well, here's the thing. I could do this. Because I don't necessarily need to heal 2.
You could burn...
I mean, healing 2 is pretty darn good.
You're saying you're going to burn everything
No.
Mansion?
I'm saying I pay for team building with my strength, and I pay for surprise attack with Mansion, and I hold on to the helmet.
Nah. I feel like the helmet is so good. Right? Like, and it's just such a crucial part to your build because you are flipping so much, and it gets you back up to 10 health, so then you feel a lot better about that.
So I do 1 damage here, which I'll do to the runner. Because if I did it to him, he wouldn't retaliate, though, because it's not an attack. But it doesn't matter, because I'm getting the overkill. So
yeah, I don't know. I just don't... For me personally, I don't know if the 4 damage is worth getting rid of team building.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to discard surprise attack. Either that or I could hold them both.
No, there's no reason to hold.
I agree. So I'm attacking for 5 again. 6. 6 because of giant strength.
On the
so
counter.
That's 5 overkill again, though.
I will fix your counter.
What's wrong with my counter?
You ticked it up. You don't get more ammo.
I
when
do.
You use it.
I'm Ant-Man.
You get less.
Fool. All right. So you're correct. I do not get more ammo. All right. I am done. Terence, what are you up to?
I mean, that feels pretty good to get rid of the get around the retaliate there. Okay. So I need to ready. So do I want to do this?
If you do swarm tactics, you'll do the 1 damage. When you get rid of defense network. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah. Do you want me to just like thwart more down instead?
I mean, we're not in a bad spot right now, but I mean, it's better than dealing with this retaliate, unless you can get rid of the retaliate, of course, which is never a bad thing, but you can't. So, not even.
Well, I mean, regardless of what I'm doing here, this allows me to change forms and ready, right? So I can choose what I want to do. Okay, so I have thwart 2 right now. And so I'm thinking about making an entrance. So I think if I do that on the other side, that's just better. Because that will allow me to thwart for self-flip. So I have a base.
Well, there's only 1 on
now,
this, but the benefit is you do 1 damage.
Oh, wait, can I can't divide, right? Because this is a crisis.
Right.
Actually. So I think I'm just going to I'm going to stay in tiny, I think. And do that.
Make an entrance?
Heals me. Well, Is the
I'd
2
put
heal
the
worth
helmet
it?
in.
I should probably just get a helmet now.
Right? Just,
Yeah.
I mean, again, you talked about critical cards. The helmet is pretty great.
So I thought
A million
for
doesn't matter,
more
but
than
does 1 damage.
do damage, and then I think I will just flip back to giant side. Oh, we forgot to do my retaliate, I think, from last turn as well.
You blocked. You chumped.
Oh, I did.
Now, did you have that out turn 1? Because you
Cool.
didn't chump turn 1.
I did have that out turn 1.
So we need 1 more damage.
It's
Where were you, chat? Come on now. I'm just going to get angry with the chat now because of this whole giant strength thing. So Brant says, surprise attack is your best card for dealing with large health minions unless Peter put into the fray in his deck. I think I have 1 or 2 into the frays, but not many. But whatever. Surprise attack. It's out of here.
all right.
So I'm going to draw back up to 5. Ready myself. I mean, I do have hand cannon also. I think I only have 1 hand cannon in my deck. That's the one. Ooh, I got Army of Ants. See, Army of Ants is... Oh, and I got Mean Swing. I got so much stuff that can, like, just wreck stuff. This is a tough one. I think I put
Carrier is super
team
nice,
building. Man. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah, this is another tough choices turn for me. All right. So we are going to have him attack me. I'm just going to take it again and hope I keep getting lucky. 2. That's very unlucky. That's like the worst. So that's 3 damage and I'm exhausted. Well, so much for Mean Swing. Remember, all that stuff that I was thinking in my head is no longer valid.
Let's see. Do we want... I have rapid growth, so potentially I want to be ready here.
Oh, 5, 6 damage? Sure. All right, I got to look for double fist resources. I got plenty of fist resources in my hand.
All right. Wait, this is yours.
When defeated, shuffle each temporal card in the encounter deck into the encounter deck. All right. I might have just said the same words over and over again. Oh, are you kidding me?
Is that, what, 6?
Stun that character. That's worse than the retaliate one.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the question. I think I go Quinn Carrier, actually, instead of team building.
So how much did I throw for right now? I throw for 4. Is that true?
Seems like you thwart for 3. Oh, 4. Yeah. Wait, on tiny side? Because this is... Oh, no, giant you get +1 thwart. Oh, that seems good. But I'm first player, right?
1. Yeah. Yes.
Do I get Queen Carrier? Discarding combat training, me swing, and team building? Kind of feel like I do. Or get rid of Quinn Carrier to get team building, and that just saves combat training for next turn.
I mean, Quinn Carrier is
right. That's what I'm saying. For
building,
1 more,
so.
but the negative is getting rid of that. But whatever. All right. So Quinn Carrier's coming in.
Are you getting Army of Ants?
I love Army of Ants, dude. Do you not know me? I love that tiny piddly crap. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to make that decision yet. Actually, I don't have to make any of these decisions yet. Hold on. What did I just do? I just hit about 57 numbers. Sorry about that. I flip first. That way I get to draw the card first, right? There's no reason not to do that.
Yes.
So I did not mean to draw all of these cards, clearly. But, so I was sitting... I didn't have surprise attack.
Yeah.
But I had these 5. All right. So I'm going to flip first, so I draw a card from my helmet. And then I have better choices to make. Do you want me to put Spider-Girl in? I mean, here's the other thing.
I'm planning on flipping down at 3 health.
So here's the other thing. All right. I'm going to do the best thing for the team, I feel like, here. Not the best thing for Peter. Putting in Quinn Carrier tapping it for a mental resource, getting rid of these two to get rid of this Garbaggio. What do you think about that? Me doing something unselfish for the first time maybe ever.
Well, I feel like the stun affects you more as the
You shut your mouth,
attacker,
Terence.
but it's
I'm
just
trying to
generally-
sound philanthropic.
But that plus one attack is terrible too, right? It's just like
yeah.
That's like 2+2 boosts and 3+2 boosts.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling philanthropic there. I got rid of my army ants, and you know I love my army ants.
Yeah. Well, you just got to draw through your deck now, which shouldn't be too hard with the
Oh, somebody just told me I cheated, and I did. 9 down says Ant-Man drew up to 5. I thought Giant Form was 4. I did. So, hold on. I wouldn't have gotten this. So this comes back in. And I will play Army Ants. Thank you. Army Ants would have been the top card of the deck. Son of a gun. There's so much for my philanthropy. That's the right word. So thank you, 9 down, for calling that out. Is there a +1 hand size? No, there isn't. I'm just an idiot. Brant says no, he drew too many. Nope, 9 down, you were right. I was wrong.
Okay, so I think we want to get rid of this. Yes.
I mean, getting rid of this and or that would be great.
Do you want me to do that instead of... I really want crew quarters, though. I feel like. Thoughts?
And you have no way to draw. Well, you could do crew quarters and get rid of this. I think you do crew quarters, get rid of this, and heal yourself. Right?
Instead of... But then I can't get rid of
it next turn.
Want that extra card?
That's your call. I don't want this. I don't want to be stunned and have to take an extra damage. That's for sure. That's your call, though. That would be my preference. What you paying for, buddy? Oh, okay.
So you want that space my entire hand?
Well, I appreciate that. I will pay. I will make it up for you, and I will get rid of this retaliate at some point.
The retaliate that I'm never gonna run into? Okay.
I'm doing it for you, Terence. I'm doing it for you.
It's like that one time you're like, I'm doing this. I'm getting rid of this card for you, Terence, and then you had to roll it back. You're like, can you please get rid of this
that happened one of these days. I can't remember when. I think it's back in the day when I used to think Giant Strength was a one-time card. I think it was back then. So that was a while ago. I do think you should heal on it.
Do I heal?
Because we can do that next turn, right? Like, I mean, what's the difference? Like, I think you heal now. And are you going to put 2 cards back in?
Up to 7. Yeah.
Oh,
what I want.
Somebody told me I was dumb because I didn't deal 1 damage with the ants. And they are correct. See? Just all of this genius in our... it's an action, so I can still do it on your turn. I was just saving it. I was holding it till the end of the turn until something came up. We will pretend I didn't just make a mistake there.
Let's take Swarm Tactics. Those seem really good. And Ironheart.
I mean, Ironheart seems real good.
Lay down the law.
I mean, Ally for 1 always is good.
Well,
yeah, but you get 1 of them back. And dig deeper into your deck. So there's all of that.
Well, it's less deep because I'm increasing the size of my deck. It's a lot of work.
All right, so now I get 5 cards because I'm going to do it the right way. Oh, I got Yarnbjorn, Surprise Attack. I got Wasp, but is that one you? Yeah, that's the you Wasp. I have the other Wasp in my deck too, I think. Wait. Oh, this... my deck didn't save. Son of a gun. This is my old deck. All right, well... This is not correct, because I definitely took Hercules out of my deck. Oh, well. I made edits to my deck, and apparently I didn't save it. It was only like 2 or 3, so it's fine. All right, where are we at? Yep, we're adding 2 to the scheme. we are going to...
I hope he doesn't flip.
What was that?
Hope he doesn't flip.
Yep. He's going to attack me. I mean, if he hits double triples, I'm out. Do I block? I don't think so, right? Maybe. I'm in tiny form, though. Doesn't feel good. I'm not blocking. Not blocking. Oh. Discard a random card from your hand. Give this enemy another boost card. Oh, that's great. Exhaust your character. Did it say a random card from my hand, by the way?
Yeah.
Terence. What the heck? Why are we playing Anachronauts?
Because we can.
Oops. That's all the... I just tried to discard all the random cards. Darn it, I wanted to play Wasp, too. Don't yell at me. I know I can't play Wasp. All right. Oh. Okay. So, intentionally...
That feels
kind of good, but it would have felt better had I blocked and blocked 2 of that 3 damage.
Okay.
Wait, what does this do? Take a damage, give the enemy another boost. So he thwarts for 3, which is...
It's at 11.
We're still okay. What you're saying is we've got a chance. All right. I take 2. Oops. I don't ready. Why don't you take yours? Discard an upgrade or support you control.
Is that gauntlets?
It's definitely not gauntlets, dude. Are you kidding me? If anything, it's either Army of Ants or Giant Strength. The benefit of Army of Ants is I can apply it wherever I want.
No. Oh, yeah, because it's a support, right? Yeah. You could just discard hand cannon, dude.
With 1 on it? Yeah. I do have 2 hand cannons in this deck, I think. I had 1 in my newer version of this deck, but... Oh, there's another Giant Strength, by the way. Got that going for me. All right. So there goes that. And then let's see what my other one is. Ah, great. Awesome. So I do heal 1 when I flip to this form. Choose and discard a card from your hand. You cannot change form until your next turn ends. Oh. Huh. So do I stay small then? If I stay small, I'm going to take a hit to the face that I don't know that I can survive. I think I'm playing Giant Strength and Yarnbjorn and calling it a day. Right?
All right.
I mean,
Sure.
Sorry, I'm not going to be much help.
All right.
I mean, that's not terrible. Right? Of all the bad things in all of the world, discarding a random card from your hands, not the worst of them.
Okay.
All right, so here's the question, Terence. So you're first. Oh, this is a hero action? Never mind, I can't even do it. I was going to say I could get rid of that potentially, but I'd have to get rid of Giant Strength, but no.
Yeah, you're not even hero.
Do you want if you need Quinn Carrier though, take it because I don't need it.
I can't. You can't share Quinn Carrier. That's the big downside of it. All right. So I'm playing Sense of Justice. Do you need my crew quarters?
I mean, you're flipping up. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or should I just take it? All right.
And
so
don't
I'm
forget, every time I go to
flipping
giant form, I heal too.
Oh yeah. You don't need any of this generosity. Let's see. So I think the plan is I flip to tiny. Oh, I can't even do swarm tactics.
So do you not want me to flip down? Well, no. If I don't flip down, I can get rid of this. Yeah. But by tossing Giant Strength.
But how are you surviving?
I mean, I have 5 and I have 2 defense. Oh, I had 4. I would add 4 if I don't flip down.
All right.
All right. Sorry, you can't swarm tactics. You can hold it though, so you got that going for you.
not a lot going. So I just do 4 off main, I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, it's probably going to flip anyway, but...
Should I
No,
not
I
do
mean,
that?
it doesn't flip and then get a bazillion on it, right? Like, it's still better to do it that way. Right?
Well, let's see. Do we want to min-max this? You want it to flip? You want to guarantee
Why
that
would I
flip?
want it to flip? Oh, you're saying you could put 1 or 2 on here or something?
Well, so I can do 4, right? So it's at 11 right now. So if we drop it down to 7, he's going to get 2 on acceleration, which is a 9. And he basically gets 2 thwart. And so if he gets a
Right.
1 boost, it goes over, right? So that's
Not
basically
guaranteed, but mostly
right?
yes.
So why not at that point I do 2 to drop
So then
this
it
down to 9?
guarantees and then you put 2 on here? Go for it.
Yeah. That
I
seems
mean,
right.
Yeah,
Seems
I
like
mean,
the right
because the
call there.
odds of it not flipping are almost 0.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, wait. And then it's your turn. Oh, wait, did I shuffle my...
All
I
right,
forgot to
let's see.
shuffle stuff.
So Brent says, Terence, you have Nick Fury in there somewhere. No,
I
so no
don't.
Fury. 9 Down says, oh, geez, are they doing the encounter set from last week again? Yes, we are. We decided to do it with a more real hero combination this time, where we are actually trying to beat it. But yes, yes, 9 Down. We're doing the exact same one as last week. We're in for a penny, in for a dollar. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that saying is, but yeah, it's no good, is in other words. I accidentally played with them thinking they were just a little more interesting than Masters of Evil. I wasn't ready for how brutal it was. Their boost abilities mixed with Klaw's double draw is evil. And then Brant says, I highly suggest Sentry for Aggression Ant-Man. Yeah, I had edited this deck. And it was only like 4 or 5 cards that I changed, but I felt like I...
Dude, 4 or 5 cards.
I'm well aware, Terence. I'm well aware. When I saw Hercules, I'm like, wait a minute. I am positive I took Hercules out. Let me see. If I look at Marvel Champions DB, yep, it says version 0.1, which means it did not save the changes that I did. So that's great. Sorry, Terence. I'm playing with the not as good deck that I had built. All right. So we are done with us. So they're going to get 2 on the scheme. And then you are first player. So he's going to attack you first. Well, you should ready. Oh, I should do my turn.
Yeah, that's why I did ready.
All right. So we're going to go Giant Strength here. And we're going to go Yarnbjorn here.
Well, you're going to just hit like a truck now.
And do I just
victory, right?
hang
That's
on
the
to
plan.
Surprise Attack because I can use my Quinn Carrier?
You can't, all right? Oh, no, you can't.
Yeah.
It says resource. If you want,
Oh,
sure.
but I don't have the Avenger trait. Oh, I can only play it if I had the Avenger trait, which I did at the time I played it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I hold on to Surprise Attack? You want to
Unless
talk
you're-
about hitting like a truck? Next turn's going to be Evil.
That's like 10, right?
I
Out
mean,
the gate.
that's...
But you're going to have to deal with that minion that's coming out, right?
I mean, are you just calling it? Are you calling your shot? Like you're pointing? Like...
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's coming out because we stack the cards against us to make sure this goes off. So we know a minion's going to come out.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because of... Yep.
Yeah. So we know there's at least one, so I think surprise attack will probably be good for that.
So I'm readying
question
up.
mark.
A hand cannon would be really good for that. So let's draw one. That's the only benefit, I think, of this deck is I have 2 hand cannons in here. Oh, there's Spider Girl is back. Oh, another Army of Ants.
And you can heal. That sounds good.
You mean by endurance? Target acquired seems real good for this modular. Oh, and pin particles too. Yep, is another 2 heal. So all that seems good. All right, so let's do good things. All right, so we're going to add 2 to the threat. Oh, wait, did you get rid of this?
No.
You're like, oh, no. Why would I do that?
Remember you told me to
I
heal
did tell
instead?
you to heal instead. Well, that would only been down to 2. Right? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So I am going to.
Okay, I got a plan.
I mean, I feel like you don't have a plan. I feel like Rocket's the only one who gets a plan. That was Marvel Champions humor right there, folks. Apparently, I'm the only one entertained by my own jokes. All right.
All right. I think I defend.
I mean, that would be good. Yep. So 5 damage. You block how much of it? Oh,
3.
Seems good. So take 2. All right. So he's going to thwart against me. Doesn't matter what I draw here. Give the enemy tough and another boost card. So we do still have to do that.
Watch, it's you draw enough stuff where it is a blank. Hilarious.
Nope. It would have been 1. So that was a good call, Terence. All right. So we do lose this. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is revealed and put it into play. Engage with the first player. So I just realized something. That's engaged with you, not me.
But I ran one,
so
it's fine. It's engaged with me.
Oh, so no, I'm just saying I don't have to worry about it because it's engaged with you. I just let you suffer, son. It's not really what's going to happen, but it's interesting to think about.
You like to think that way?
Oh, when I go to giant form, I ping 1,
right.
Which seems good. So I can get rid of the tough, and then I can hit him with surprise attack. Or, no, I'm not going to Spider Girl.
You have to hit him with surprise attack, right? Because he's... Oh, no, it's guard me, so no, you can hit whoever you want.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still going to kill it. We don't want that in front of you, right? Oh, yeah. But I do want to ping this tough off, too. Right. Oh, man. Decisions, Terence.
You have Spider Girl, and you make that happen.
All right, where are we at? So...
you gotta draw your card.
Oh.
And then we gotta do the...
That's the one thing I wish this mod did. Like, come on. When it shuffles the deck, come on, mod creator, Pwn Star Hero.
Really?
You could put the automatic Excel out. What did it do?
I just burning me. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's just like burning me.
You know what is bad?
No health.
So, Terence, I think we're going to have our discussion on air after this about these side schemes and my problem with them in multiplayer games. So maybe that'll be our post-stream discussion today. Wasteland Sniper reminded me. It's in for a penny, in for a pound. Yes. Hello, guys. Good luck with this one, says KLB. Yes. It's, this one's not easy.
Yeah, I feel like Brand has been telling us good luck all week.
And totally, like, making fun of us for doing this again because he's like, you guys are stupid. You're never going to beat it. Why do you waste your time? He didn't really say...
I'm pretty sure
he said none of that.
Any of those things.
All right, so I go big or go home.
Which
it's
one?
Big. So I get 2. I pling a tough off, which is going to be this one, believe it or not. Do you want me to kill him? Can't... Because you can split your damage. Could you do 1 to get rid of the tough and then 3 to...
Split my damage? I am exhausted, dude. Do you not see the part where I'm sideways?
So you're going to be flipped this turn anyway, right?
I think that's the plan.
Maybe I confuse. What do you think about that as a plan? Instead of taking care of your minion. Well, the question is, do I surprise attack? And I think I do, using pin particles to heal me for 2 more. Right?
Yeah.
And then let's do 4 here. Oh, I needed to take a retaliate. Oh, no, I didn't because of that. Because it was just for flipping up. It says deal a damage, but I do take a damage for this one.
Yeah.
And now I just hit it real hard, right?
For 6? So 5?
So the question is, do I put Spider Girl in and get Target Acquired out? I feel like Target Acquired's so good against this set. But Endurance for 3 hit points would be real nice too. I could do both if I don't play Spider Girl. What are your thoughts?
Depends if you want the chumper.
Kind of want the chumper, right? So I think I chump and I put in target acquired. I mean, chumper or 3 hit points.
Yep.
Spider Girl can't chump and attack because he's got retaliate. So that's the other option. Maybe I just get rid of this, which I guess I should have done before I did that last attack, which I'll retcon. Get rid of Army Ants and Endurance. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Quinn Carrier, so I'm going to take a health back and say I did that before. And then I'm going to put in target acquired.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know how cool it is, but it's a thing. And then I'm going to attack for 5? Is that right?
Yep.
Didn't I say I was going to confuse them, and I just didn't do that at all? Also, yeah, I did.
Yep.
I said that, so I lied. Is what we're really saying. I mean, the other option is I can confuse instead of target acquired. What would you rather me do? Because I could have confused.
No, target acquired seems like the right call. Like you're gonna proc it. Like it's gonna happen.
It's sure going to happen, but.
All right. So I think I'm going to play multitasking. Remove 2 off of both of these side teams.
Okay.
So do I clear the area?
Why wouldn't you?
Yes.
I mean,
right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you can.
So I'm
swarm
clearing the
tactics,
area. Yeah, I'm clearing the area to get rid of this.
So we do have to put all the temporal cards back in, but the nice part about just going through the deck is there are none. So that was good. We planned that well.
Yeah. I was just like, do I try to min-max and like get down to tiny? But I feel like
we'll
it's
draw
not
a card.
Worth it.
Well, you can get back to tiny. What are you talking about? You have swarm tactics.
No, I just mean like before I did all that stuff. Like play swarm tactics to switch to tiny so I can then switch down.
Well, that's what you want to do, right? Oh, are you talking about to do the 1 extra damage?
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't you have done that? You would have done that. There's no benefit of being.
Would I have though? Because I would have to play the cards. Like, I don't think I had the cards to do it because I still want genius, right?
Gotcha.
All right, so then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go down to tiny.
Draw a card. Oh no, that doesn't draw you a card.
And draw one card.
Sorry. That readies you.
And so I do have 2 thwart. Yeah, I just do legal arms factory down to 1.
So wait a minute. 9 down says, ooh, reset threat from scheme change.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we put it down to 0? Yeah.
If I attack the guard, I can get rid of his tough.
Oh.
That
do you have
red
piercing?
Training. Yeah, in tiny form.
That seems good.
And I attack for 2, so he'd be down to 1. So if you did like army ants or something, you can kill him.
Yeah,
so
go
maybe
for
that's
it.
the right call. Okay, so I do that. Do 2 damage.
I get the damage.
And then... Oh, wait, do you think instead I should just flip down and heal?
Probably.
Actually?
We have enough ways to
better
plink
move,
1
right?
damage. I'm not worried about the 1 damage, right?
Right.
So you can't get rid of this.
Yeah, so... No, if I was in Giant, I could have, but I think I need to go down to Alter Ego. All right, so that gets me up to 7. And then... Man, maybe I should have played my Genius, actually, and done that. Because then I could shuffle it back in. Oh, well. I will put Swarm Tactics back, and... Probably want some more boarding. So maybe I put Lay Down the Law.
All right. I mean, you are our thwarter. I'm supposed to be our damager. One of these days, I'll live up to the hype.
You've been doing good damage.
I'm giant form, so I only draw 4 cards. Ah, She-Hulk, the other one I removed from my deck. I'm just so sad about all the stupidity. But I do have Hulk, and that was the other thing. I took out cards with mental resources also, so Hulk would definitely not go away as often. Yeah, I've made some mistakes. Mistakes were made. It's okay. I feel like I have to take this because I've got Mean Swing. Right? I'm just taking it. I mean, we've got.
Yeah, and
right.
You can cancel like a bad boost at least.
So.
Oh, we got to do threat first. So we got to put 3.
Yep. And then I take my double boost.
Hope it's not too bad. Oh, it feels good. Nothing.
Yeah, I'll take 3 damage. What else? So now he's gonna thwart against you for 2 plus. Oh,
cool. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're half. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh, thanks. I got one of these guys.
Discard an upgrade or support you control. Interrogation.
Yeah, because you're not really killing the people.
Cool. First part goes to me. All right, so Jack, Flag, or Ironheart.
Brant says, I got this down a few times already. I'll stream my decks tomorrow against this. Oh, it's not impossible, but it's not easy.
It's not impossible, but it's pure 9, so it's impossible until it's possible.
We got this.
So I could play Jack Flag instead. What do you think about that? Or do you think I'd just do Ironheart to get the chumper?
I mean, you definitely do Ironheart and then see what happens. Right?
Yeah.
Cosmo, another one. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Okay, so I heal for 1. And then obviously I'm going to shuffle this in. And then I think I also shuffle... clear the area? More thwarting?
I mean, maybe. We clearly need thwarting right now.
Or giant help. Okay, so I flipped to giant. Do you want me to deal with?
I would like you to get rid of one
tough stuff.
It would certainly help my turn if you did.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to thwart for 4. So I'm going to drop this down by 1, and then 3 off of the main. And then Sense of Justice to clear the area.
Yep.
To then get rid of this.
Sounds right.
Draw a card. Well, that was not the card I wanted now.
You don't want to lay down the law?
But that's okay. I wish I could lay down the law. May I just play Jack?
Yeah, go for it.
What do you think?
I mean, Jack's good. Jack's definitely good.
I mean, unless you'd rather me...
I'd rather you Jack Flag, honestly. Oh, were you saying ping something?
No, I could pinpoint strike, but I'm not in tiny, so it would just kill a minion. All right, so Jack Flag. So Jack Flag will then thwart for 2 to get a counter and damage, and then Ironheart will ping whoever you want for 1.
Yeah. Get rid of mine, because... actually... Wait a minute. Because I'm going to probably be flipped down, right?
Are you
That
flipping
feels
down?
like the right thing to do with so little threat on this game, doesn't it? Am I wrong here? Am I crazy?
Well, I mean, you can still kill
Well,
something,
yeah, but I was
right?
going to kill yours. So if you
Or
ping yours, then I'm gonna
okay.
Hulk and I'm gonna stun. I think are my plans this turn and flip down. Right?
Hulk and stun, or Hulk and
I mean,
mean
do you want me
swing.
to just? If you want me to hit for a lot, then I get rid of mine. The only reason I was thinking about keeping mine is because if I'm flipped,
Oh yeah, because you're
yeah,
just gonna stun. That seems fine. Yeah, you stun and then
yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm
heal up.
saying. It'll give me a turn of healing, get in a little bit better spot. All right, so I'm gonna play Quinn. Oops, play Quinn carrier
You're gonna unplay Quinn
and target
carrier.
acquired to put in Hulk. Hulk's gonna smash here because we'll see. Because I mean, if Hulk can get rid of this tough, I mean maybe I just hit. I don't heal as much.
Yeah. All right. So top card.
Top card
What is
is
it?
it's my hand cannon, but that's okay because it is 2 more damage, so that I can
So
get
you
rid of
can
the
do
tough.
that on the stuff. Do you care though? Like when you flip, you'll just do one, right? Unless you're not flipping to giant
Wait,
next
what do you
turn.
mean?
Just when you flip back to giant,
He
you'll
doesn't
do the
have
one
one damage.
damage.
He had tough.
Yeah, but you'll do the one damage on him for tough.
Oh, so where would I do the 2?
You
Can
can
I hit
just
the
hit the
villain?
villain, right? Yeah, it's deal 2, and he's guarding you, not
Oh,
Hulk.
I see what you're saying.
Because like you'll
Yeah,
flip
no,
up
you're
and get
absolutely
rid of the
right.
tough,
I'd
right?
much rather do 2 to the villain. Then I got these 2, which I'll use to stun with my helmet.
Yeah.
Because I have not used my helmet nearly as much as I should be. Now, do you feel comfortable with 3 on there and me flipping? I think so, right? It's going to be up to 6.
Yeah.
That's the only negative. Yeah, no, I think
Fine.
you're right. So I'm going to go down. I'm going down. When I come to this form, I heal 1, and then I'm going to heal again to 1, 2, 3. Now, that's kind of over healing. Oh, no, because when I go giant form, I heal right back to 12. Sweet. All right. I feel like we're in a good spot.
Yeah. Right.
Although I say that,
threat
and
up.
I just decked.
See what happens.
Yep. All right. So we had 3. Then we are going to do your first player. So he attacks you. You jump in with Ironheart.
Nope.
Oh,
Stunned.
you don't even have to. Look at that. You're welcome.
He's gonna stun them.
Oh, Shadow of the Past.
Love to see it.
How good has it been today? Look, the I don't know. The Marvel Champions gods are with us right now. That Shadows of the...
It's because we're not playing on Friday.
All right. Well, we
That
may
must
have to
be
move
it.
our normal night to Thursday then. Oh, by the way, I should have readied everything. I don't know what I'm doing. Go ahead.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not a boost effect, so I can't help you. Oh, that's stupid thing again.
That card. Well, good thing you have Quinn.
I mean,
out.
yeah, Quinn Carrier's been not unuseful.
I mean, Giant Stomp's pretty great, but
Yeah, at this point,
All right.
I'm ready to do some things. By the way,
I mean, you've also done like 20 some damage already.
Yeah.
While building.
I mean,
characters,
it's gonna
so
be
not
be
like-
real bad for them this turn. You shall see, sir. You shall see. All right, where are we at? Oh, I gotta do my 2 cards. Discard a card at random. Oh, please, for the love. There's only like 2 cards in here I care about. Yes, Resize is one of them, and Giant Stomp is the other one. The rest I could care less about. Shut up, Terence. Shut up.
I mean, there are worse.
You are
worse
absolutely
cards
correct that
could
there are
come
worse
out, I
cards,
think.
and this is one of them. Incite 1, which isn't great. And then when revealed, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a temporal minion is discarded. What? And then it's reveal that minion, by the way. So, oh, is this one? Yeah, great.
Yeah, discard another card.
Discard a card at random from your hand. Oh, Terence. They're trying to get me to rage here. Marvel Champions trying to get me to rage. Oh, Terence. Terence. And I feel like I got to get rid of this too. So,
I mean, you don't have to this turn because I do have like Ironheart and to jump for me, and you could, I guess, potentially.
I mean, it could
or whatever, right?
There is that.
Yeah, or you could stun.
So I'm gonna flip the giant form, which heals me 2, and plinks 1. Hulk's gonna smash this dude, so I can see what happens. Okay, and then do 2. Oh wait, whoa! Sorry, I needed to play surprise attack before all that to do 3 to do 4 to him. Right? Either way, they'd both be dead.
So you're doing 4 to
4 to him, and then 2 more from Hulk, right? What was that?
I also have Jack Flag, the 2
Yeah, but he does 2 also, right?
Yeah, but maybe he should.
No reason to take the retaliate either.
There's no retaliate. This is
well,
the stun
it's
one.
about to be the gone one anyway, because I'm Quinn carrying in these 2 to get rid of that garbage, because that is no bueno.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just gonna
I
hit
hit
him
for 5. Doesn't seem terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, the only negative is I haven't used Yarnbjorn the whole game. But that's okay.
Is that a negative?
It's there.
All right. So I'm gonna spend, I think, Pimp Particles so I can heal.
9 down says lots of laugh because of not playing on Friday night. Oh no, that's not right with the 2 random discards. Yeah, no. And then 9 down also says I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. No, you should be laughing. Honestly, everybody's got their own thing. You know, Brant has really cool streams where he's very strategic, takes stuff down, does all kinds of cool stuff. Steve, same thing, you know, with his stream. You watch us to laugh at us and laugh at us get brutally murderated because Terence always loves coming up with these crazy combinations of terrible stuff for us to fight against. And the only thing you can do is laugh, because if you don't laugh, you'd cry. And then me bringing the wrong decks. And so last week I brought Hulk as an ally when you were playing Hulk. And yeah, it's just, that's why you show up for this stream. For the stupidity.
So I laid down the law. And I also did Swarm Tactics so I could ready.
Now, did you play Pin Particles? What did
so
that
that's 4. Heal
nice.
to 10.
Yeah, you forgot to do it. That's why I was reminding you.
Yeah, so I flipped and laid down the law. So that's 4 to drop down to 7. Jack Flag, I think it's just going to
agree.
For another 2. And then I think I'm going to flip back up to Giant. And then 4. Drop down to 1.
Oh, you just disconnected.
Did I
disconnect? That's what it says on my end, but that's okay, because you had finished your stuff. I assume you're not doing anything with Ironheart. So 9 down says it's cathartic.
There we go.
Yes. Laughing definitely makes you feel good, and you should definitely do it, especially when it's at our expense. Didn't I stun him? Oh, no. I used this. What did I use with my other 2 things? What else did I do this turn? So those 2 were for that. Surprise attack. That's right. When I flipped up, I surprise attack to get rid of my guy. That's right. Okay.
I don't know how. It's fine. Can you?
I will ready all your stuff. I will ready all of my stuff. I will draw my hand of cards, and I'm going to draw your hand of cards into my hand, so it'll be really confusing for everybody watching. I'm not going to do that, but I do have Swarm Tactics, which makes Mallets happy. All right, so I'm going to add 3 to the main scheme. Then I'm going to have him attack me with the double boost action. And I'm just going to take it. I'm going to take it like a champ. Because that's how you do. If this activation deals damage, exhaust your hero. Oh no, target acquired. Not today, sir.
Wait, how many cards do I have in my deck left? Am I decking? So you have to draw a card.
You are decking. Well, I'm just gonna give you a different card because I already drew all that stuff. All right. I did get a weapons runner also, so I literally took 1 damage there, although I'm taking 1 from the weapons runner as well. All right, Terence, you are not back yet. What would?
No, it says failed to join Goose MVPs.
What is going on, Terence?
Even though I can see it, I cannot join it.
Strategicon is popping off this weekend in LA. I'm kind of hoping to see others playing champions. Well, hopefully you do too. Oh, did I just get knocked out? Steam 2 or P2P session something failed with Hone.
Yeah, that's there. I got.
I don't know what's going on. I can hear you. Can you guys all hear Terence? I think you can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still on the Skype, so the internet has not gone out on either of our ends.
That is interesting. So, did you want to block with Ironheart here, or what are you going to do?
Oh, sure.
All right. Do you block with Ironheart? Give this enemy 2 more boost cards.
I guess I don't know what.
Seems like it was a good idea, Terence.
That.
Oh, and there's your obligation gone. Yeah, that would have been 7 damage to you.
You never know with Klaw.
Klaw is such a piece of work.
Just,
now, did you totally leave and trying to come back, or?
I just quit TTS to see if that helps, but...
All right, so 9 Down says he does hear you, so that's good. All right, so we are going to... I'm going to take 1 card, and you're going to take 1 card. And my card happens to be Sir Rastin, who has Guard and Retaliate 1. Well, that's okay, because when I kill him with a mean swing in 1 blow, that won't matter. Now will it, Sir Rastin? All right.
I guess you should probably set Ironheart aside because she won't be shuffled into my deck. But I cannot connect back to the session.
All right, everybody, we are back, including Terence. So he's back in the game. So we just did Cure for Cassie. So I got to I can flip to my alter ego, choose to discard a card from your hand. You cannot change form until the next turn. So I'm just going to discard. Oops. I should sit there first. I'm going to discard. Oh, let's do this so we can see your stuff. Let me promote you, Terence. Sorry about that. All right. I'm going to discard Mean Swing, I guess? Although, do I discard Swarm? Swarm Tactics, because I can use Genius to play. All right. Yep. Believe it or not, Swarm Tactics gone. I can't change forms next turn. That's okay. I'll stay in Giant form.
I mean, you could. It allows you to just not deal with him this turn, right? Not have to deal with him this turn. Spider Drone.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna kill Sir Rastin this turn with Mean Swing.
Nice. All right, and then of course he attacks me. Do I need to be ready? I don't think I need to be ready, so I think I will.
All right. Thanks everybody for the welcome backs.
Course.
If this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Thank goodness it does 1 damage, so nothing, because you block 3.
So I'm already exhausted.
Well,
oh wait, no, he stays in play.
All right, so you're first player. All right, Terence, let's do this.
So should I just Jack flag my dude?
Because I'll get mine with Hulk probably.
All right, so I'm gonna flip to Tiny, I think, and then that allows me to uh,
I mean,
particles
you worry about... Oh, we don't even have to worry about
and
threat, really.
sense of justice to remove
4?
3. Oh wait, I should probably do that. No, I want the card, so I'll just remove the 3 because I'm in tiny.
Okay. So you get a card, though.
All right, and then I will just pay the genius
For
because
your
that's a card I
wings.
can shuffle in if I ever flip down.
What does that
Get
give
wings.
you? You take any
And then
amount of
I'll
damage
jack.
if you're in tiny hero form, exhaust it to prevent 1 of that damage. Wow. It's real good.
Yep. So I'm gonna jack flag my
Dude, you just jack flack your dude. For no...
Yeah. Oh wait, there's like no benefit to actually being in tiny though, because I didn't do anything.
Well, no, the benefit
Okay,
was you get to
it's
draw
fine.
the card.
Yeah. Oh yeah, draw the card. Cool.
So you done? All right.
I'm just gonna hold these.
So I am just going to mean swing Sir Rastin. So that's 6. Gets rid of him. And then I am going to Genius for Spider Girl. Yes, Weapons Runner, you are stunned and confused. I put a giant one on him just because it's funny.
What's Hulk
Hulk's
doing?
going to smash Big Boy over here. So that's 3 plus 2 more. Do I just do that to Weapons Runner?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although, I got Spider Girl too.
I feel like I've been forgetting to retaliate. But I definitely defend.
Yes,
that
last
attack
turn we did forget to your retaliate. That is for sure. So I get 2 more on him. That which means Hulk can smash him
Everyone?
next turn. And then after the damage and after he flips, maybe he'll do 2 more or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Now, the question is, do I switch forms?
You can't. You had your obligation.
You're right. I was about to say, I think I should flip forms. Oh, and I still got my Quinn Carrier, too, doing nothing over here. I could have Yarn Bjorn for 2 more damage.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were doing.
Huh?
Isn't that how you got your
No, that was
extra 2
Hulk's
damage?
extra 2 damage.
No, Hulk used Hulk extra damage to take the minion out.
Right.
And so wasn't the 2 from Yarnborn?
Which 2 are you talking about? I just did 2 now. Well, I forgot Yarnbjorn when I attacked. I did 6 here because of mean swing, right? So I did forget to exhaust.
Yeah. And he was at 5 health.
No, 2 was from Spider
So
Girl.
how'd you get him down to 3?
So,
Spider Girl.
So actually he's sitting at 1 right now. I mean, there's no reason.
I could hilariously kill him because I'm small and mighty if there's like a side scheme or something.
Yes.
That I kill.
Which seems good. Or if you take the last threat off the main scheme, right? Oh, no, it has to be.
No, it has to be.
You killed a
it has
minion
to be
this
a
turn,
side
by
scheme.
the way.
No, Jack flagged
Gotcha.
it.
Yep. All right. I've been retconning a lot tonight. I'm not on my game, Terence.
It's fine.
I apologize to everyone if you're offended by my retconning. I can stun and confuse this turn, by the way. That feels like it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like Hive Mind just isn't.
Well,
as
not the way you're
necessary
doing
the way we've done
things.
this.
No. Yeah, I feel like stun and confuse is the right call. So anyway, let's see what else happens first.
So he's up to 4 from that.
Attacks you. Do you want me to chump a Spider Girl for you? All right.
Sure. I won't be sad about that. We'll see what it does. Yep. Love to see it. Give this tough. Another boost card. Don't like to see that. Exhaust the character you control. So that is you.
Could be Hulk.
Get another boost card.
What do you think? Me or Hulk?
Probably you. Or no, Hulk rather. Because you want to be ready. Because it allows you to trigger like Yarn
Yeah.
Gorn and other stuff. 1. So a whole 4, so 5. That's a
Well,
lot.
it's not a lot because
It
Spider
would have been a
Girl
lot to take
took it.
yourself, or for me to take.
So the question is, do
Yeah.
I defend now? I think no, right? I just take it. I'm sitting at 10. I'm big, bulky Ant-Man.
Yeah, a lot of those terrible boost cards are now gone,
Boom.
I think, as well.
Boom.
0.
2.
1.
I mean,
Nice.
certainly glad I didn't defend that garbage. All right. Go ahead and draw one.
Did you give my... Oh, yeah, I got 2 cards last turn. Okay. He
No,
schemes.
remember how we said we wouldn't need...
Yeah, right. So this immediately shuffles, right?
Yes, and that stays out.
Is that true?
Because it would have shuffled the second that the last card was drawn. Which is good. Let's keep that advance out. I don't mind that. Take 2 damage, Claw heals 2. Thanks, Claw. Alright, so am I first or you first?
All right. You're first.
Well, now I'm sad that Hulk is... whatever. Alright, so I'm
Done.
stunning him. Let's start with that. Yeah, because that tough is no good. Although I can still flip him. By attacking. Do you want me to attack or help with the scheme?
Attack.
Okay. So I'm attacking for 0. And then...
You're attacking for
well,
0?
because I get rid of the tough, right?
Well, I can get rid of tough.
Well, can you... on my turn?
Do you want to get rid of... Yeah, Jack 5.
Oh. Alright, that feels better. Alright, so I'm attacking for 3. Which immediately advances him, correct?
Okay.
So then
Yes.
I can still Yarn Bjorn afterward to do 2 more. If I remember correctly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to advance the villain. So he does start with tough, but I'll just plink it.
Did you raise
Plink
stun
it
him?
off with Yarn Bjorn.
Is that what that is up here?
Wait, Yarn Bjorn doesn't have to be from the hand, right? Now I'm all conscientious because last time I was doing Quinn Carrier or whatever to do it, and it said from your hand.
No, it says it just says
Yeah,
spend
all
right physical.
So that does 2 more, which plinks off that tough. Yes, he is stunned. When Claws attack,
You could also use Hive Mind. Oh, but whatever.
I
it's
could
fine.
use what?
You could have used Hive Mind if you were worried about that as well.
Yeah, no, but I might actually Hive Mind now. Because
I don't need you
well,
to.
because when I flip down, I draw a card, and I remove a threat.
Yeah. I mean, I can basically
combat training. Never mind.
remove all of it.
All right, so these 2 I'm confusing, right? Because stunned and confused feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm going to put combat training in. Because next turn when I flip up,
Yep.
there's going to be a whole lot of pain going on.
I like how you say flip up, but like is flip up like alter ego to any hero?
Flip
or
up
flip
is
up tiny to giant?
flip to my big self. My big
Self?
boy, my
Big
big boy
boy?
pants. I'm putting on my big boy pants. All right, Terence. Oh,
All right.
Army Ants. Bink. All right, man. Go for it.
I think. Wait, what is it at? So I think I'm gonna do energy and make an entrance to do pinpoint strike.
All right, remind me. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you're in tiny form, it deals 1 additional damage to that enemy and gains overkill. So 8.
So 8. Yep.
So that would be 35. Seems good.
And then I'm gonna flip up to giant, and then I'm gonna make an entrance. So that's 6 thwart. Which, if I clear all the thwart on the scheme, I get to heal 2 damage, which brings me to max health.
Oh, Terrence, you're making it look too easy, baby. People out there are going to be like, what? You guys play easy stuff. I don't think they're going to think that at all with this ridiculousness. All right, we drawing up? Now I'm
Yep.
tiny form, so I actually do get 5 this time. Stupid Hercules. And Wasp again. How did they end up in the same hand again? Oh, I do have Giant Stomp and Army of Ants, though. So I'll get a second Army of Ants if all goes well. And Hulk attacking, and me.
Are you really gonna do second RNS? Or are you just gonna play
I'll do
Giant
both. Sir, why do you assume that I can only do one of those two things?
Because, well, it depends on if you're gonna stun.
Oh no, I'm not gonna stun. I'm just gonna kill him. I guess I could stun. You're right. But Pin Particles let me draw a card if I'm in tiny form. Yeah. All right. So let's add 3 threat to the scheme. Terence, why don't you take care of that scheme, man? You need to deal with that. Right. So he tries to attack me, but cannot.
So, and I'll block.
Tell me you're about to shuffle. No. Tell me he's not mental either. Darn it.
It's fine. I'm at like 18 cards.
Jack Flag is pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, it's just very expensive.
I mean, very expensive, but he does 5 things for you. He literally thwarts for 4 and attacks for 4. Now, granted, it is over a course of a couple of turns. So what was that total, by the way, that Jack Flag absorbed all 4 damage for you? All right. Oh, maybe you should have blocked for me now that I'm looking at things.
He's stunned. Your attack phase is gone.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Man, I am off my game, Terence. Off.
It's because it's not Friday.
I'm telling you. I don't know. Oh, here's this garbage again.
Your favorite. You love to see it. Oh, I see. I see how it is.
Do I chump with Hulk for you? It's going to stun you, dude.
I just block.
But it stuns you.
Wait, oh.
That's what I'm saying. I think I Hulk. It's only 5 more damage. It's fine.
Okay.
It's only 5 we're missing out on.
Okay.
It's good. Hulk's blocking.
Alright. Let's get this fun guy.
And I got a boost card. I took the damage already. Okay. Well, Hulk. I actually would have blocked it all. Oh no, I'm not on big side. You would have blocked it all.
Yeah.
I still think it was worth the.
It's fine.
I still think it was the right move. He's still confused, so I can flip down, which probably will need to. We'll see, because I'm getting 2 from giant form. Actually, I don't know that I can flip down. All right, so I'm going to stun again.
Yep. Well, I'm first player, right? Okay, so do I flip down to tiny?
You have swarm tactics, so you do what you want to do, brother.
Do you need me to thwart? Probably, right?
I mean, there's only 3 threat.
And
well, am I flipping down? I don't know.
Oh. Okay. So I guess I'm thinking if I flip
I think I'm not flipping down. I'm stunning.
If I flip down to tiny, I can then play 1, 2, 3 to play pinpoint strike.
Seems good, right? 8 damage. And you can split it how you want, or no?
No, but it's overkill.
Well, don't even bother, because I can do 1 with Army of Ants, and then when I giant stomp, it's gonna die. So that'll save us 1 damage somewhere, right?
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna leave
so
Sonic Converter up though?
You want me to get rid of that instead?
No,
I don't have it.
I can get rid of it, but that means I won't be giant stomping. We'll figure it out. Just do your most damage. Let's do 8. Yeah,
8?
Let's do 8, because we might be able to kill him. I don't think so.
And then do I just attack for 2?
Well, you have swarm tactics.
I can't afford it.
I mean, do you want to do that, or do you want to get rid of threat? I don't feel like you need to get rid of threat, but that's up to you.
I mean, if I was going to get rid of... Oh, the advantage of me, I guess, killing him was... just my ability
I mean,
to
it's
trigger
basically
that thing.
equivalent then, right?
Yeah, it would have been the same. Um, if that's the case, I think I just thwart on giant form first before flipping down,
So
right?
you take them all off.
Just drop it down to yeah, just take it all off, and then I just don't think the two damages will be
So the question
consequential
is,
at the
do I
end of
get
the
rid
day.
of this and stun, or do I get rid of this and giant stomp?
I mean, you could just hold giant stomp, right, and deal with the other stuff. Is that
I
true?
could stun and get rid of that. Yes, that is true. And hold giant stomp.
All right. So in that case, why don't you just let me kill your dude? You army ants it. Oh, it doesn't even matter. I'll do 8, and so just take 2 off of. Just take
Yeah,
1 off of
so
the
you would have
thing
done 2 to him, then overkilled. So you would have done 2 less damage,
for
but then when
6.
you kill something on
But
that side, you
then
do 1
small
more
and
damage.
mighty.
All right,
Yep.
sounds right.
Yep.
All right, so it's to me. Plink for 1.
Yep.
Go big boy pants. Heal 2. Then I deal 1 from switching forms. Then I spend 1, 2 to stun. Then I spend
and then heal 2.
And heal 2. God, that's so good, by the way. Then I spend a wild, a fist, and another wild to get rid of this garbage. I feel like you're always the one getting rid of that stuff. This is like me for the first time doing it.
Well, I mean, I usually run Quinn
That's
though,
true.
right?
That's
so.
true. All right. And then I got all this stuff. Oh, and
You can.
I mean,
you can hit
no,
for 5.
I can hit for 6 because I have 2 giant strengths and a combat training.
Oh, I forgot about combat training. Nice. Down 20.
And I mean, I could get rid of giant stomp to do. I mean, I could have done it in a different way to do 2 more with Yarn Bjorn, but I feel like that's not worth it.
No.
So ready up, draw 3 cards. Hey, team building exercise. Guess what I'm not playing?
Nice.
I might play surprise attack.
But then you don't have enough.
Oh no, because when I flip to tiny form, don't forget I get the 1.
But you have to be giant form though to do it,
Surprise
right?
attack? No, I giant stomp
No,
with
giant
Pim
stop.
and team building and Quinn Carrier.
And
And then when I flip, I draw a card which I can immediately pay to play surprise attack.
wait, is that in the same window? I guess
Because
it
it's
is.
after you change, and this is after you change also. So I feel like it's the same window. I could do them in whatever order I want, right?
Yep. Yep. All right. So.
All right, let's start with them though. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Then he is going to
Yep.
attack you but be stunned. Then, can you block for me? Or do you need to be up?
I don't need to be up.
I guess I'm only doing 4 damage. But if you're doing less than 4 damage, I feel like...
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I will defend giant Ant-Man with.
That's
tiny
right.
Wasp.
You're just buzzing around in his machinery and like pulling the wires, right? Isn't that how it works?
Wait, how much damage does he do? Should I
Just take it.
giant rapid growth this to get the +2 5 defense?
Can you play it on their turn?
It's a interrupt, yeah.
So you're gonna do that?
Think
Sure.
it's worth it.
4 defense? 5 defense? Wait.
Defense.
You're... Oh, you switched to giant.
When you use the basic power, you change giant
Ah.
form. So yes.
So yeah, you get 5 defense. Yeah, do it, man. Thank you,
Yep.
Terence. So he gets tough.
Yep.
That's
All right, so take 1.
so that's not great, by the way. That tough changes the equation here. That changes it a lot, actually. That sucks. I mean, I guess it's only 4 less damage, but saying only 4 less doesn't feel good. Unless you have an action to give him some damage. Well, we got to draw our cards first, so go ahead and draw yours.
Wait, doesn't my retaliate go off?
Nice. Sweet. Successful geek. Okay, I'm heading to bed. Always fun and inspiring to see you guys play. All right, Successful Geek. Thank you. Good night. And yeah, I mean, it looks like we got this one in the bag. We're not going to be much longer, it looks like. And then what did I say we were going to talk about? Oh, my hate for side schemes. And hopefully someone will yell at Fantasy Flight to change the way they work. But I'll explain why afterward. Terence, you've heard this argument enough from me. But so what did you get?
Sonic manipulation, so I lost 2 health.
Of all the bad things. Klaw attacks you. I think I'm not blocking it. Just gonna.
Yeah, I already took one of your
attacks.
Gonna eat it.
Son of a gun. So that's 4, and exhaust, and add 1 threat to the main scheme. You dog. By the way, the reason is this Sonic Boom. If this activation deals damage, exhaust your hero. That is frustrating. And that's after I stunned him, too.
Sorry.
What's up with all that attacky tack? We got, like, every attack card in there, it feels like. All right. So I think I Giant Stomp and don't stop. Can we kill him this turn?
I can do 5.
You can do 5 total?
Yeah, because I'm exhausted.
Well, I'm exhausted. What does that mean? So that's... Alright, I just played Pin Particle, so I do heal 2. And then I gotta do this to Giant Stomp. So that's 8.
Are you flipping down?
Flipping to tiny, which will remove the threat. I mean, should I just flip over? Am I being stupid here? And surprise attack for 4?
Yep.
You can't do 10? Oh.
Army Advance.
Can't do 9? Man.
Well, how am
I don't know. Can
9?
you do 8 and retaliate and kill him?
Should I play Cosmo?
Oh, I never got to attack. Stupid. Oh. That one thing that made me tap prevented.
I think the smarter play here is actually just to play Cosmo.
I think that is correct. Well, for me, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter who it's for.
Yeah, for you, because I have 3 attacks.
Sure.
And potentially rapid growth or something, right? 2
I mean, bottom line is I flip over and I kill him, right?
Right. That's why. Like you, like I can defend on my turn.
All right. So go ahead and
discard top card. I guess it is. What do you think?
Treachery,
enemy,
baby.
Wait, side scheme?
Yeah,
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
But there aren't that many in either. Treachery. I told you, man. Always call treachery.
I mean, I was chumming with him anyway. It doesn't matter, right?
So what did he do? He removed 1 threat, or did he do 1 damage? Oh, he did 1 damage.
1 damage. Yeah.
All right. So I draw a 5.
Yeah.
I got surprise attack. I got a gun. I got mean swing. Seems good.
It's going down.
Just got to survive.
All right. So up to 6. All right. So double boost. Cosmo will take it, which could be bad for me, maybe. Cool. Cool.
I mean, if you die, he's still dead. Is the good news.
All right. Attacks me. I will defend.
So you're blocking for 3. Whoa, that is... All right. Thursday nights every week from now on. Shadow of the Past only comes out on Friday nights, apparently. That's 3.
Maybe it's just the I think it's just the Klaw luck, right? Because he's double boosting.
But no, we played Klaw last week, and we got Shadow. I got Shadows of the Past twice. Don't forget.
Yeah,
Thursday night, baby. All right, so that was. Did you take your? That was 6 damage minus your 3, so 3.
Yeah.
All right. No attack. No
plus the
attacks. No
one
attacks.
from
No
weapons burn.
attacks. No attacks. No attacks.
It isn't it? It's whatever the
Temporal
next guy
minion.
is, right? You think it's just like none because we've gone through all of them? No, it's that lady. So you take 2.
All right. No attacks. No attacks. No attacks.
This turn, ally or support. Crew quarters.
All right. So you're first.
Everything else I have to do. Cool.
I mean, we don't need to clear the board, right?
Uh,
I said
you
we
mean to
don't
clear
need to
the
clear
board?
the board, right? Let's just. You could probably kill him yourself, I would assume.
can
8
I?
damage?
How do I kill him?
Oh, did we do 1 retaliate? We did not.
Yeah.
Boom. 7 damage? Come on, Terrence. You got 7 in you.
Not when most my
Well,
cards
then
are
thwart it
boarding.
all off. I don't care. Or do you just want to pass? I mean, because clearly I'm killing them.
Go to Tiny. Lay down the law. Remove 4.
Okay. What else you got?
Wiccan. Thwart for 1.
Oh, there you go. Flip the top one. 1. Wah, wah.
1. Weak. Clear the area.
2. And what does that do?
Draw a card.
Oh,
Done.
yeah. All right.
Still got it down to 0.
I'm going to poke for
Right.
1. I am going to...
Giant Stop would actually be a lot of value right now.
I'm going to pay for my hand cannon.
Are you just
What?
toying with your food? Can't you just flip,
I'm gonna flip
and then
for
surprise
1.
attack and he's done?
On a surprise attack,
And surprise
using my
attack.
Quinn carrier, calling it a lightning bolt. So I do 3. Just so I could tear through him for I'm not even doing the overkill thing. I'm gonna mean swing. So
Well, you can't use both the hand cannon
Why
and
not?
hand swing, right? Because they both
no,
they
I'm
both cause
exhausting
you to
Yarnbjorn,
exhaust.
dude. Yarnbjorn, I know you don't know it's here because I haven't used it like the entire game, but I did use it one time. I mean, it's nice because you can split the damage around however you want. So mean swing is 3. This is 2 more, so that's 5. Plus my 3 is 8. Plus 9, 10, 11. Oh, I got to heal 2 when I flipped. Yeah, it's 11 damage. So 10 over at this point. Bye-bye.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, so you build your deck around Giant Strength, huh?
Terrence. Hold on. Let me get to our post-game discussion screen here. Terrence, you know my whole design of this deck was for Giant Swing the whole time. That's literally... I mean, I don't even feel like you have to build around Giant Swing. It's just what happens with him, right? Like, because...
Well, unless you never play the card, then it is actually not
I never
building
played it
around
once in all my practice games this weekend. Yep. Because I was like, what do I want to do +1 damage for? That doesn't seem good enough. I can't believe I totally botched that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, so I told you I had thwart.
You did thwart. Oh my gosh, Terrence, did you thwart? That was that made me very happy how much you could thwart.
I did let the main team go one time because I flipped
Yeah.
down to heal, I think. But I was at 3 health.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That's acceptable. All right, so should I go into my rant now about these side
Sure.
schemes? I mean, you tell me if you disagree with me or not. Okay. So here's my big issue with side schemes, and I'm putting them on the bottom of the screen. Hopefully I get this right. So when you look, especially...
Do they have the other ones up
Wait,
here?
what was that?
From the other... Do they have the other stuff in bags?
I mean, you could just pull whatever out if you want, I guess. You can add the modulars and we can just pull it out ourselves. So here's my big thing, Terence.
All right.
Here's my big thing with side schemes. So when I pull this card out, or any other card pretty much, when revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. That affects one card of me. When I put this one in, it makes Klaw better, right? That affects Klaw, one card. When I draw this, or let's go with the more egregious one. When I draw this, it's 3 per player. Why is it 3 per player? These are already bad enough. I get with more players, you're more likely to be able to thwart it down. I get that. But why does this scale with player count? This is bad enough. And this is the new way they're doing it because I think they realized how bad it was to do per player. But none of the other encounter cards, like Surge, exhaust your identity. People hate Surge so much because it I'm sorry, I gotta put this at the bottom. People hate Surge because you get extra cards and that messes you up doubly bad. But all of these cards are worse. This is 6 scheme for 2 players, 9 for 3 players. Why? Why is it 3 times as bad in a 3-player game? I don't understand why they did that for scaling. So,
yeah, I mean, I get your argument and it makes sense, and I think some of it is clearly they introduced hinder to, I think, deal with that. The actual keyword is now a keyword, so it's not a one-off.
No, I get it. But I still don't even agree with it.
I think
fundamentally, I don't agree with it.
I think part of it too is one of the things they have to deal with that as part of the game design as well. I mean, that's why Surge exists, is that they also need a way to higher player counts means higher player synergy and more combos, and it's just a way for, I think, a different way potentially for the deck to combo with itself.
So what you're saying is
stuff you have to deal with.
Higher player count games are easier, so this is the way they balance higher player count by making...
I mean, that's just me trying to play devil's advocate here. I think that's if you're looking for a reason that potentially could be why.
Do you think that's intentional, though, or you think they just totally screwed up there?
I think it was potentially intentional, but they also, they said, mostly have play tested at 2-3 player count.
But that's what I'm saying. These are worse at 2-3
so obviously it's much worse
count.
at 4.
1 player, they're easier.
Well, they are easier, but I think just 1 player is harder because you just have to do with more stuff. And so Klaw is Anachronauts Klaw True Solo, even with this multiplier, this is way easier being able to specialize.
Oh, of course.
Right? And I think you have to take that into account a little bit, right? A deck that can specialize in just thwarting and kind of doing justice or whatever can definitely handle this multiplier. Whereas in solo, it even with the hinder, it's just 5 is a lot for a solo player.
Well, it'd be 4
unless you're really building around thwarting. Well, I just mean for this magical teapot, right? It's 5 versus 3,
right?
Or even 4, right? It's just a lot harder. And I think you have to take into account that when you can specialize, you can thwart a lot more, and so you have to make it, I guess, harder to deal with.
I get that. I mean, that is the most compelling argument I can think of for it, is they played it and it scales up in difficulty differently. It doesn't scale right? So 4 players would be much easier if they didn't have something that scaled with player count.
Yeah, because they didn't do that for the enemies, because I think if, you're saying, right, if they did that for everything, it would be insanely hard, probably. And the other reason I think is the enemies is you already have a high hit pull target that is scaling.
Yep.
You have the villain, but you don't really have that here, right? It's just that 1 extra threat is not the difference maker.
Well, and this
you will feel that
actually
pressure.
Is the opposite. This is harder in true solo.
Right, exactly.
So I guess they balanced it with stuff like this, right? Now, yes and no, because you will more likely go through the deck more in multiplayer than you will in solo.
Right. But I do think this, the multiplier on this, the extra headroom, is super beneficial, right? You just get, there's a part of it, like even true solo versus two, and definitely this goes from even 2 to 4 players. Like you have the freedom to flip down a
Yes.
lot more in a higher player count game that you can definitely have like way bigger turns, I think, in 4 player that you cannot even at
Well,
2
yeah,
player.
unless you have a lot of confuse. Um, which he was still confused at the end of the
Right.
game. He was confused why we kicked his butt so hard.
So like I do get your argument, but it doesn't bother me nearly as much as I think it bothers you. Like I think it's just part of like how they've designed the balance and they've found in play testing that it is probably not that big of a deal. Um, I mean, they clearly have pulled it back a little bit with the move to
Yes.
hinder, I think, but it still is a multiplier, right? Like it's still they still have this multiplier effect.
Yeah, it's still 3 + 2 per player or whatever. Right. Yeah, so for those who kind of don't know how they've evolved. So, well, I feel like they do this in like the harder sets. Anachronauts was harder, and it was an early set because oh no, it
Yeah,
came out with Kang, didn't it?
yeah,
So
it's like
that
it's
is
second
that was
cycle.
later.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think Hinder came out in Galaxies,
Yes,
which is third
yeah,
cycle.
yeah, yeah. And then we haven't seen any side schemes since Galaxies. We haven't seen any villain schemes since Galaxies. I mean, except for those people that have ordered from Europe and gotten the newest one.
Yep. Apparently, like the whole world is ordering from Europe, so they have like infinite stock. It seems like if people can still buy it, which I feel like when my store gets copies of Marvel Champions campaigns, like it's either you pre-ordered it or you don't
Right.
get it. And it seems like these stores in the UK have like an infinite amount of these copies that people are like placing orders today and still like getting it
Yeah,
shipped to
no,
them.
I've definitely heard a lot of people. I mean, almost everybody in our Slack did that. Now, I'm not doing that, but I'm wondering you don't want to play the campaign until you've played through it with physical cards, right? That's your big thing.
I mean, ideally, that I just like don't like. There's something special to me, like because I don't. I was just having this conversation with Jan on Discord today, who's on our great Discord. If you're not part of it, please do join it. In the bottom of the show notes, come talk to you about
Yeah, it's a
champions
couple
all
of
the time,
spots
or at
above
least come talk to me about champions.
the where yeah,
You're
where
shilling.
you can buy our stuff. Here you go. Here's the link again because people are talking about going to conventions, right? How cool would that be for people to represent One Stop Co-op Shop? They can again have this same shirt I'm wearing today. And again, there's a ton of One Stop Co-op Shop merch in there, so there's got to be something that you like, and it is international as well. So yes, but anyway, done with the shilling.
Yeah, so I was talking to Jan about just like like how all these people in our Discord are like buying all these Kickstarter games and like complaining about the shipping, and I'm complaining about this shipping of not getting it, but there for me this is my like Kickstarter of like the new game thing of like being able to open the box. Like I love the I think ever since a kid because I played Magic growing
Yeah,
up as a kid, and so I have this very, like there is that smell of the chemicals when you open the pack that brings me to like a happy place, I guess, to some degree, because like as a kid, like you don't have disposable income, at least for me, and so like getting new like Magic
yeah,
packs is like a big deal, and so like kind of going through the cards, and so there's something special about that. And I remember when the core set came out, people actually managed to, I think, like get it somehow get scans and stuff from early copies like on TTS, and then how like right after the core set came out, we had that like I think drought of Marvel
right.
Champions, right? And then like they had that like triple release in December or January or whatever. I think something like that, where there was that kind of delay, right, between when it came out in November 1st, and then there wasn't anything for a little while, and people were like upset. And I'm just like, the game just came out, but for a lot of those people, they've been playing the game for
Yeah.
like 2 months, right? And it's just like the core set is boring now, like it's just like not new. And so I feel like I'm a little worried about like going to a thing and just like when the pack comes and just because it's a box, right? It's like one of the big releases, and it's just being like not interesting because like I've already played it to death.
Well, and that's why I'm so. The other thing I'm not agreeing with Fantasy Flight, and I'm probably the only one because I don't do much of the spoilers, but I feel like we're so cult of the, not even now or the cult of the new. I feel like we're cult of the next 3 things down the line. You know what I mean? People are already talking about stuff that's not coming out for months and months and months. And like they're already bored with something that hasn't come out yet. You know what I mean? I feel like because of these early releases and everything gets spoiled early, like we're not excited about what we're playing now because we're so worried about what's coming next. I wish they wouldn't spoil things so far in advance. Like,
I think it's just part of the news cycle, right? Like getting excited. I actually really like. I mean, I know you don't do it, but I actually really like the spoiling of the stuff because they don't spoil everything, so there's still like excitement about opening the pack and seeing what the new cards are.
Well, and feeling how they play,
and that
some
part,
things
but
you can't tell by looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like how basically Brant told me that Crew Quarters was good, and when I first saw it, I thought it sucked for some reason. But that just comes from, both playing it and also getting told that you're wrong. But like there's some of it with the spoiler articles, like you need to get people excited about the game, and for content creators to always have, things to talk about, but then not to have these like droughts, because I think like a big part of the LCGs are like these kind of new things. And then the other part that's cool about, I think, construction games too is like you look at like they spoiled Valkyrie, right? And like I didn't tell you about any of the exact cards, but I said I thought her mechanic was interesting. So they give you a sense of like what it is, but they don't tell you all 15 cards. They only give you like enough to like whet your appetite. But then you're just like, ooh, like, because then your brain starts thinking about like, what are all the things? And even with the few things that have been spoiled with just her signature stuff, you can think about, oh, but I want to pair her with like this stuff, or like I think even maybe her precon's aggression, but I think like she'd work really well in protection or leadership or whatever it is, right? And then they also spoil some of the other aspect cards. And, the best part about that for me is like, I then immediately, I think about how it is with this hero they just spoiled, but I always go back to like, well, how does this affect like my favorite heroes that I'm already playing? Or like, is this going to fix Hulk, right?
But my point being, if the news cycle was 3 months later and you got news about, because again, I'm not saying to delay it, and at this point it's too late, right? You can't catch up at this point. They'd have to do no news for a very long time. But I'm just saying, if you found out about something from the new set that was just about to come out a week before it came out, and then you got it a week later, I don't think your enthusiasm would be dampened, right? You see what I'm saying? But they're releasing stuff that's not coming out for 2-3 months. And then...
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that too is like because they have to work with distribution retailers, right? Like they want people to pre-order stuff from your FLGS, right, or from Asmodee Direct, because like that's just part of the hype and other cycle. So I
think you're right.
I think there's a very much business aspect to that too, right? Is that like they want people to put orders and stuff in to gauge demand and other stuff like
I
months
think
in
that
advance,
is the
right?
big key there. Terrence, you're just showing me up tonight, man. That's why I'm out of it. I've been out of it all night. You're on fire.
I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying. Like in a perfect ideal world where we could teleport stuff across the planet, or Earthborn Rangers gets its dream and everything's like made locally.
Good luck with that.
But yeah, like I think there very much is a marketing business thing, and like the designers don't even get a say.
No.
I feel like a lot of times when stuff will get released.
I will tell you, as a designer,
stuff,
we don't get any say 99% of the time. So people are like, oh, why did the designer do this? And I'll tell you, sometimes the rules and or the game are better before a publisher gets their hands on it and changes stuff. Perfect example of that was Night Cage we reviewed not long ago. We were like, God, why are these rules so terrible? So it was a game that was print and play in the past. So we went and looked up the print and play rules, which were 1,000,000 times better than the actual published rules. It's like, wow, the publisher actually actively made the rules worse. We found it much easier to play the game with the original designer's print and play rules. It's like, all right, that's a problem. You know what I mean? And I always laugh when people are like, oh, Kickstarter publishers like fixed or they're improving or whatever else. And yes, that's true. But I feel like that happens, published games, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's broken stuff that comes out all the time. I feel like early on in Plaid Hat's life cycle, there was a lot of stuff that came out, and even their newer stuff, their rule books are terrible, right? So I don't know. I feel like even if you've got a trusted publisher, it doesn't guarantee quality playtesting or whatever else. I think small publishers, I mean, we're off on a big tangent now. And that's why things like this bother me with the cards, with the boosting, because I was like, I feel like that was just a mistake that the designer didn't see. But I mean, you might be right. They may have played it enough at higher player counts that they're like, you know what? There needs to be some kind of balancing mechanism. I could see that as well. By the way, Wasteland Sniper says, I don't like spoiling the scenarios, but heroes I'll spoil all day for myself. I haven't been playing Adam Warlock and Spectrum on TTS, but wait. Oh, he has been.
He has been, right?
But I haven't even looked at the scenarios. So the hard part for me, interestingly, I haven't done either of those two things except for the games I showed off on the channel. I haven't done either, and it's more so because they're not in Hall of Heroes yet, right? So I can't deck build. Or
you mean Marvel
I'm
CBD?
sorry, Marvel CBD. So I can't deck build with the new stuff yet to import into TTS. Like, this mod is decent for being able to deck build, but it's still a bazillion times easier to deck build on Marvel CBD.
A thing built for deck building?
Well, and especially if you save it, it works much better, by the way. Just a heads up. So apparently I've been off all week. It's not just tonight, Terence. It's
yeah, you gotta hit that.
Gotta do something. Gotta do something. I even kicked you off tonight. I wouldn't let you back in. We've had all kinds of issues.
But we made it, unlike the other night where we didn't
the
have
one
issues,
thing I had going
we
for
were
me was my Shadows of the Past mojo. My Thursday Shadows of the Past mojo. That worked out. Nobody got to drink. Our thing is people have to finish their drink when Shadows of the Past comes out as an encounter for us. And
I mean, what do you do when it comes up multiple times?
That happened last week.
Hey,
it for sure happened last week. Yeah, no, they had to finish their next drink.
Yeah.
So, well.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I get your argument for all the side team stuff, but I also trust. I think they probably play tested at a little bit at higher play counts, and I have to imagine if you have people that are like even more like my deck was tested a little bit solo, so I definitely had some solo-y things in here. Not 100%. Like, I definitely was still leaning a lot on thwarting, but you can imagine like stuff where I'm like putting in 4 justice and things that can remove a lot more, and you have sense of justice out. Like, you can remove probably like 10.
So here's my problem with these high threat things, and I know they have to make justice good. So this is, I guess, kind of a counterpoint or a point. I don't know which way this point goes. So unless they're on hinder cards, the problem with high threat cards means there has to be high threat removal cards, right? So where you're removing 6-8 threat. And part of the problem with that is what we saw tonight. It means you can keep the main scheme at 0 pretty easily and keep it down pretty easily because you have all these high threating cards or threat removal cards, which you have to have because you have these high threat side schemes, right? And they don't want them to stay in play forever. So I feel like it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy here where they've had to do one thing to do the other thing. And I feel like it messes with the one thing I don't like in co-ops is when you can just keep staying at a neutral ground for too long, right? Where you're not really hurting them, but they're not really hurting you. You know what I mean? Games where you can remove threat, whatever else. If you have the ability to do that so good where you're not falling off anywhere, now that's why they have cards like Surge and things like that to break that stalemate. But I do feel like the higher threat they have on side schemes, or the more side schemes with high threat they have, that means they have to put better and better thwarting cards in, which means it's easier for you to keep that neutral state.
I don't know if there'll be a lot of thwarting cards that go above 4. I think 4's like there definitely are. Like there is a Cosmic Flight, for instance, which I took out of this deck.
Well, there's a 6 one too. That one that ignores hazard.
That does 5. Yeah, but again, like that's okay because that's I feel like there's only one
It's
of
main
those,
scheme only.
and I think it's
Yeah.
main scheme only, right? So I think it's okay to have like kind of high main scheme stuff. And but yeah, like I think part of it's just like 4 seems to be like the number probably that is a high thwart removal, right? Um, uh, but I mean, I think you kind of have to have it to some degree because there is this whole thing with justice, like that this build that is like this turn the tide and pivotal moment and things like that, where thwart is now like kind of a resource for you of like being able to thwart something down to 0 allows you to then do cool things, right?
Yeah, no, I see your point there.